So guys, as you can see, I don't got a bed. It's way easier to work on it without a bed for sure. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drain the differential and then unbolt it from there. Those are 17s right there on both sides. There's 4 of them. And then I'm gonna push out the axles and install my welded diff. And then it's ready. I took it to a little mechanic shop and they welded it for me. So that's it. Okay, here's the bed. There's my truck. Oh, and it's a Duluth. Okay, that's about it, guys. So I'm gonna start right now and see how it goes. So I was able to remove it. So as you can see, it's just 4 bolts. And you just pull it out pretty much that much out. Let it hang and do the same exact on the other side. I haven't done it yet, obviously. Yeah. Pretty much it on how you remove the axles. So to remove the plugs, you need a, what is it? 15/16? Yeah, 15/16 socket for the bottom, and also if you want to remove the one on the side, probably it'll fill it up whenever you put everything back. Also, to remove the drive line, you need a 12mm, and also for the bolts for the differential are also 12mm. So pretty much easy. I'm gonna use a wrench for that there to remove the drive line, and then probably use the impact wrench for those. That's to be more faster. Whew. All right, guys, I was able to remove the diff. So it looks, let's see. That looks bad, and I do not like the smell of gear oil. Always wet. That's how it looks on the inside. All nice and lubed up. That's about it, man. Pretty simple. Couple little 12mm bolts. Well, nuts, I should say, and they come out right away. So now that I took out the other one, I cleaned the outer stuff, cleaned the old gasket out. I don't have a gasket, but the one that I usually go is it's the paper gasket. So I'm just gonna put this kind of RTV gasket maker. It's the one for gear oil, and it's pretty good for this kind of stuff. So that's what I'm gonna be using now. And then I'm gonna put the welder diff in, throw in some oil, probably use it for a little bit, and then do a flush for sure after a couple of days, just so any metal particles that's catched or anything that any like debris from the weld, just so I could clean it out and it's not in there. May me cause problems later. Well, I already got it on. Gasket's on, the material, the RTV. I'm gonna hand tighten the nuts and then leave it for a couple of minutes where it's dry, and then torque it. I'm gonna look for the torque specs if there's any. I mean, I'm gonna try to look for them, and then I'm gonna do that, torque it, and then fill it up, and then go from there. So for these are 57 pounds on both sides. All right, so all 10 nuts take 15 to 21 foot-pounds. The flange right here, you have 4 bolts and nuts. It says between 21 and 30 something pounds of torque, but I think because I can't really fit the torque wrench here, so I'm gonna tighten them and, you know, just feel it out, you know. Oh, I already got all the bolts torqued. All now I'm gonna do is fill it up. I think it's 1.8 quarts. That's what the tech manual says. But you also have to check the level. As long as your finger touches pretty much half into where the differential is, so that's easy to find out how to do it too. So fill it up, and once it starts spilling out, that's when you stop, pretty much. So guys, recap. Welded diff is installed. Wheel shafts are mounted and torqued to spec, both sides, and also the diff is torqued. And right here, you guys can see, turns back and turns forward. And obviously I put oil in it, but I'm gonna use it for a bit and then flush it and then put AMSOIL. That's the oil I'm gonna be using on that. And then I'm gonna drop the oil on the transmission and throw in some AMSOIL also. I like AMSOIL. I mean, it's either whoever's choice, whatever you want to use. I like AMSOIL, so I'm gonna use that on my truck. Not on the engine. I like to use diesel oil on the engine because it burns a little bit. So thank you for watching, and hit that like button, and if you guys want to subscribe, fine with me, and if not, fine with me too, but appreciate it for watching.